All right, we're here doing the D&D character problem from exorcism.io. For a game of Dungeons and Dragons, each player starts generating a character they can play with. This character has 6 abilities, blah, 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 blah. The 6 abilities have scores that are determined randomly. You can do this by rolling a 6-sided die. Ooh, we're going to do math.random. I hate doing math.random. I wish there was a built-in thing to do between two, within a range. Your character's initial hit points are 10 plus your character's constitution modifier. You find your constitution modifier by subtracting 10 from your character's constitution, divide by 2 and round down. Blah! Write a random character generator. This is where I'm just going to hope the tests guide my coding. For example, the 6 throws of 4 d6s may look like 5, 3, 1, 6. You discard the 1 and sum 5, 3, 6, 14, which you assign to strength. For more rolls, you discard the 2, assigned to strength. Why assigned to strength? Strength, dexterity, strength, dexterity, strength, discard the 1, sum 3, which you assign to constitution. You discard the 1. So you discard the lowest, sum the rest, assign to intelligence. Okay, I get it. Because constitution is 3, the constitution modifier is -4, and the hit points are 6. Holy, what? Why? Your character's hit points are 10 plus. Constitution modifier was subtracting 10, divide by 2, round down. Okay, -10. It would be -7, divide by 2. 3.5, round down is 4. Okay. All right. What are they looking for? Ability modifier 3 to equal -4. This is -10 divided by 2, round down. Okay. At most 18. Must be at least 3. Okay. Gosh. Am I right? And this is always -10 divided by 2 would be 4, round down. Yeah. I mean, that's not hard. Let's get this going. Must be at least 3. Must be greater than 18. Okay. So let's just do this function first. Seems easy enough. Score, whatever that is. Return score math.floor score divided by 2. -10. And order of operations divided by 2, right? Seems like it. And then error checking. If less than 3. If no. Are we checking score? Are we checking we're checking the initial thing. This must be at least 3, at most 18. At least 3. This is score. This is the initial thing, must be at least 3. And if 18 throw doohickey. Right. Okay. Then we return. Feel like this is good. Watch. Dunk, 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 dunk. All right. 5 skipped, 16 passed. Okay. Now that all those are passing, I'm just gonna make them all go away so that I can focus on the next set of tests, which is this: random ability within range. Character dot rollability. We have a static class here, rollability. To be less than or equal to 18, to be greater than or equal to 3. Random ability within range. Okay, don't quite understand what rollability is supposed to do. When I make a new character, I need... Okay, so I just need to do the thing on for each thing. So rollability that many times and assign to each of the things. And they have to be between 3 and 18 because of how dice work. What I didn't understand when reading this was which one you assign it to. I guess it's random, doesn't matter. You always pull out the lowest. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. So basically everything is in this rollability, and I could just use some caching, memoization for each of the things, or build a map. Yeah, building a map would probably be best. But if I'm not accessing it, I might as well lazy rollability on it. Unless I know I'm going to access all of it, then I do it all at once up front. Okay. I always want to remove the lowest. Let's get a roll. Let's get a roll going. Let's make a... I don't know if it's worth a function actually, but let's not make it static. Math.random. That gives me a number from 0 to 0.9, right? Yeah, or to 1. Is it from 0 to 1? I think it's from, or is it 0.1 to, is it 0.1 to 1? Inclusive 0 but not 1, so 0 to 0.9. Right, random int times max. Okay. Yeah. Times max. 0, 1, or 2. So point. Oh yeah. Math.floor. Yeah. Okay. Times, right? Yeah, times. It can be 1 to 6. So this plus 1. Okay, so now I can roll the dice 6 times and kill the lowest. If I do a loop here, I can keep track of the lowest. And at the end of the day, I'm adding all of these up, right? So a nice reduce sum over an array would be nice. So I want to push things into an array unless they're the lowest, or I could, since this is, I know the exact number of times I'm doing this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 6 times. And it's pretty fast. I don't mind taking a less than optimal route for readability. So let's put everything into an array and then filter the lowest. Can I filter that? No, you can't do that. Filter the lowest. How do you remove the lowest item from an array? You still have to like keep track of the index and then like splice it out, right? Or is there a clever way to do that? you could find index and then splice it out. I kind of just want to use an array here. Or I mean a regular loop. Rollability. All right. So we're going to do it 4 times. We're going to say lowest is going to be 0. We'll get our number and we'll say if is higher, if lowest is higher than roll, then lowest equals roll. Wait, but what if the last shoot. I'm thinking this is not as simple as I thought. You can't just hold the lowest and not add it. What I could do is this. That feels like there should be like a nice, elegant solution that I'm not looking for. But let's do this. Okay, so if this is true, then we want to result as an array, and push lowest. Now we have a new lowest, else push the roll. So that should work. This feels really messy though. Get this weird if in here. We got the loop in there. Feels not good. I feel like I'd rather just generate a list. Oh, sort pop. Dude, let's do sort pop. Okay, so from new array of 4. That's the length, not the index. And then we do, it's going to be null index. I don't need the index. I don't need that either. We're going to pop into here a, we don't need this either. This dot roll dice. So that'll be the dice number. Dot sort. Works on numbers without specifying it. Doesn't work on words that well, but I think that works. Dot. Okay, let's just validate this. Okay, and then one failed. Which one am I running? Wait, am I running anything? Did I leave one uncommented? No, this should be working. Okay, did I get my console log? Oh, come on, man, I didn't save. All right. Roll dice. This dot roll dice is not a function because it's a static, so this is not there. Here's what we're gonna do about that. All right, now we get exactly worked. Okay, so it's sorted properly, and then how do I get the pop comes off the back? Unshift. Oh no. I don't want that. I don't want that returned. Is there a way to shift off of the front and return the first values? Ooh, I know. check this out. Oh, then I need to sum them. And then, right? Did I get the? Yeah, I got it. Okay. Wait, why is it 455 again? Has it been 455 every time? No. Okay, good. Then I sum them. Sum an array is dot. Reduce AB. And then, of course, if you don't give it a, if you don't give reduce the second parameter, A defaults to the first item on the first round, and B is the second item. So this works. And lowest is not used, I don't care. And that works. Let's just save it a few times because it's random. Okay, I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Okay, and then, as we said, what we want here, I don't know if I can do class properties, and I don't know exactly how to do class properties. If I had a property on this class, so they're going to new one of these bad boys up. And there's no constructor. It's interesting. So I want a class property that's like ability map, right? And let's just try something here. Test. And then here I want to do and then is there a spec for strength? Okay, got my console log. So I think that works. Okay, so here we want strength. If I add a constructor, I could actually generate this all at the beginning. And that, because if I don't generate it at the beginning, then every time I call this, I have to check if it's there before returning it. I think there's a cool way to do that though. Okay, let's just go with this. Right, we'll do nulls here. Strength. I don't trust my spelling. Dexterity. Constitution, isn't that the weird one? Intelligence. I've never actually played, no, I have played D&D, but never really got into it. I think I only played like once. I think it's a game where you need to play a lot to really get the hang of it. What I think is interesting about D&D is the fact that you have to be very creative from the outset. You have to be able to create things in your mind and make them happen in the game. And that's really the skill to it, is creativity. It's interesting. Very good game, good game. Okay, so this dot ability map dot question equals. So if it's there, don't do anything. If it's not there, it equals roll ability, right? Return this dot ability. Dot strength. what I'm seeing already is that this can be generic. Just to make it a little easier. Then all of these functions are actually the same. Why is it not like this? A get access will not have any formal parameters. Oh, interesting. Okay, we'll just do this then, and then return this dot get ability strength. Okay, little multiple cursors action there. And let's test random character is valid. Okay. Okay, so this dot roll ability is not a function. True facts. That's the same. So it's static. So we got a 12 on hit points. So hit points is the one calculated differently, right? Da 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 da. Hit points. Okay, character's hit points are 10 plus your constitution modifier. Good. Okay, so hit points equals return 10 plus my constitution modifier, which is didn't I implement that first? Where is it? Here it is. Constitution modifier takes Constitution. Right? Hey, we did it. Cool. I think we're done. One more test. Each ability is calculated once. Yep. So we're not calculating on the fly. Good check. That's to make sure that we're at least caching it somehow. Yeah, we're not using that. That's fine. I think I could put this up there, but I can't combine this into one. I can't make this a one-liner because I need to pull off the lowest. No, I can't move this up there either because of that. I can't sum until I pull off the lowest. Yeah, I like this. I think we're good. Let's just make sure that all the tests are passing. Command F, Alt, Enter to get those. Cool. This is great. Oh, let's look at some real quick. Let's look at some other people's solutions. Because that is where I learn the most from exorcism. I think we talked through some of the trade-offs here. I might make some of these, especially for D&D, I would make some of these probably variables, like config variables, const with all, upper snake case const variables at the top, so that if somebody wanted to tweak the game for some reason, they could tweak that, especially this one, rolling a d6. I'd probably make that a parameter here, and then have a const be passed in where I'm calling it, so that it can, where am I calling it? I'm calling it here, right? Yeah, I'm calling it here. Yeah, so then like rollability, maybe some abilities they're rolling a d10, d12. Okay, let's see what other people did. Oh yeah, looking very similar to mine. This might be exactly mine, except for I don't think I called it points. I called it score. His is better. Added a constructor and rolled on each one. Yeah, that was the other way I was thinking. I thought since they didn't provide a constructor stub that they, for some reason, didn't want us to do a constructor. Whoa. While random is between these two, roll randoms. And then the max is 10. Why? So they're rolling a 10-sided die, but only accepting when it's 1 through 6. Why not just put 6 here? Huh. I guess because in this case it could be 0? This is very confusing to me. This would be like sitting there rolling a d10 until it's... Okay, and then push, and then set random to 0. What? Oh, reset random. So they're pushing everything on. Yeah, and this is the first way I was thinking of doing it. You find the index and you splice it out. Math.min, that's a good way to find it. Math.min. I hadn't thought that far in this solution of like, what am I looking for in the index? I was thinking, isn't there a find index? Like there's a find. Yeah, there's a find index. That's how I was thinking of doing it. Find index, and then in the function, in the callback of find index. This is actually probably faster. It's usually math.min is probably knows how to find the min. Yeah, but and then so this is much faster because I'm doing a sort. Maybe not much faster. Again, we know the size, so like we know in this number of things that we're doing, speed is not an issue unless we like plug this into some massively multiplayer online game where it's like getting hit tons of times. Then we'd worry about. Oh, and this person didn't know that trick where you don't need the pass this in, then you can just do a plus b. I guess you pass 0 too. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, actually, this is interesting because this is kind of like I said, I called it a trick. So like, if in your code base, you know people don't know about not passing the second parameter to reduce, and that's just going to cause confusion, then yeah, just comma 0. Actually kind of like this better. I might switch what I default to doing this instead. I think this is better than mine, and this is faster than mine, and this is the only part I don't understand. Maybe there's something in the directions I missed. And then this just returns the static bits. Yeah, I like the constructor too. I think this is better than mine too. I'd probably do that. Overall, very nice solution. I like it. What do we got here? Oh, not even a constructor, using class properties. Yeah, interesting. I think the constructor is a little more clear here, but I know that in React and a lot of things, the constructor's kind of fallen out of vogue, so that's fine. He's got a random int function somewhere. Whoa, pulling random int from crypto. Why? Because isn't this the thing that does truly random numbers? Not MDN, npm. It's this one, right? It's not truly random. Crypto. It's probably a better random than math.random though. is less random. I think there's an API that you can hit that checks a quantum values that's like set up somewhere that like is truly the most random thing. That'd be cool to use that API. This again looks exactly like mine. Pulled max and min out. I would make these upper snake just by convention because they're never changing consts, true consts. Yeah, to subtract. That's sketchy variable name. Cool. I like that. I like that. Let's do this. Let's check this one. Oh, different. No curlies. Other than that, exactly the same. This is pretty straightforward. The curlies I like just because if you do anything with these, you're going to need to add the curlies anyway, including like console logging out of them. This is weird. Not weird, different. Die sides, yep, I like that. Base HP, I like that. Good naming. Here are all the different stats. So I'm guessing he's going to map over these in the constructor. Yeah, big constructor. Oh, and then instead of having one for each, so I was actually close to this, right? I had my map, and then every single one of my functions is the same. So what I could actually do is... Wait, no, how does that fit with the API? Did he change the API? Right, because what they're calling is like character.strength. Proxy! So you build it on the fly with a proxy. What? That's ridiculous. Okay, so my humble opinion, if you're putting proxies in your code, you're not expecting anybody to read or understand it later. I mean, it is a part of the language. It is legit. It's a thing. So what this is doing is overriding how you get the character class itself. And when it accesses character, it will run this function, and since you're passing stat and in a proxy, you have to look up the API for proxy and get and set prevents care from altering their stats. Oh, interesting. So maybe this is a added requirement that this person wanted to put in there. Reflect, if they have it already. So reflection is interesting. It's code analyzing itself. Yeah, I mean, this is cool. This is really cool. I like the creativity there. And then hit points is different because it's based on the others, and then ability modifier. Yep. So if it doesn't have it, otherwise just return get reflect.get arguments. Wouldn't that just call this again? If it doesn't have it and it's a legit stat, so it's in this list, set character stat character.roll ability reflect return get. I don't understand how reflect.get works. He's passing in. He's also arguments a lot here. I would just args here, and then arguments is the old school way to get all the things passed into the function. Which I guess maybe there's more there's potentially more arguments here than are listed. But still, you could do args and then slice off the first two as the first line. So like he's minimizing for like lines of code as well. Trying to get real fancy with it. This is a cool solution though. Unique. If you're going for minimal lines of code, definitely wins. Interesting solution. All right, that's all we got time for. I'll see you all tomorrow.